Okay, so let's think we might need to do a bit more work on the nose and the ears before doing a zero match for this. So let me just add more subdivision level to the eyes, just to get that smooth set out like so. At least more or less, most of what we have are kind of in there. And I also notice something in here for the jawline. Mine is just way too down, so I need to kind of adjust this up a bit more. So with the move tool, I'll just raise this up a bit more like so. So around there should be fine. I'll just smooth that out. Okay. This side also, I'll just push this in. This one was coming out way too much than it should. I'll have some kind of gap in between, so let's kind of eliminate that gap in between. Just smooth that out. With the move to, I'll just push this in a bit more, like so. In here also. Okay. More or less trying to accentuate this jawline in here. Or rather this cheekbone. So for the nose, let's kind of make this nose be more indented. Even the skull structure feels a bit too big, so I need to push the nose in a bit more. Probably we use the move tool and just push this inwards, like so. With them standard brush, I'll just carve some of this in. Still need some more resolution for this though. Then standard brush. Let's use the nose reference image for this, so I can actually block out some of the landmarks of the nose. So with my them standard brush, we have something around here like so. Then we have another one like so in here. This one cuts across like this. Probably even one for the center part, just make it feel more interesting. I'll carve this in walls a bit more. Now use the clay builder brush. Just block something out around here. This one needs to push inwards. This side needs to go a bit inwards. Okay, so let me zoom out and sight it from a distance. Smooth is way too aggressive though. Okay. I'm still going to refine that a bit more. I won't kind of zero match this, but just to have something in there at least. I just have something in there. Let's get something for the ears also. Let's just use some of the information we have in here, not everything though. So I'm using the standard brush. I'm not going to be too precise in here. I'm not going to be too precise. I just want to have something in there at least. So the air doesn't feel too empty. Let me fill this up first. Like so. Then I can now create just trying to get something that looks at least good enough for the ears. And the skull structure, I need to adjust that a bit more. Maybe the ears feels too wide now. I need to exclude out this here. Let's smooth this out. Okay, it should be fine. Okay, more or less something like this should be fine. Okay, now kind of have like a generic head in here now. So the next thing I'm going to do probably now in the next lesson is to kind of make this use like a reference from from a scan, from a 3D scan, probably something like this. Something like this should be fine. Probably something like this. I kind of use that as a good guide to kind of change what we already have in here. Probably I need to go and adjust the eyes. The eyes feels way too big. But the idea is to kind of change this generic model to look somewhat like a 3D scan. You kind of put this outward like so, to look more or less like a 3D scan. So that's what I'm going to be doing in the next lesson. At least we already have something that looks generic enough for us to work with. Maybe this part is way too thick. Just move that out. Okay. So this is like generic enough for us to work with and kind of transform this generic model into something looking like this. At least now we have something that we can actually work with. Okay, so this is fine. So before I end this, let me just do a quick zero match for this. So I'll just duplicate this head. I'll do a duplicate of this. Then Shift F. So zero mesh. I'll turn off adaptive, keep crease, detect edge. That should be fine. Now just do since I'm not using the adaptive anymore, I won't need to adjust this adaptive size. So let's just do a zero match for this. I'm not going to be using something way too low that will kind of make me lose most of the form though. But even if I do, I can always just reproject that. I can always reproject that to the higher Dynamax version, which we made a duplicate of.